SMU's meteoric surge. Are the Mustangs poised to shake up the ACC power structure? There's a buzz around campus. College basketball is just around the corner, and for fans itching for hoops action, there's one program you can't afford to ignore. SMU stormed onto the ACC scene last year with a 13-7 conference record and an impressive 24-11 tally, surprising skeptics in just their debut season. But here's where the conversation gets interesting. Was last year's performance just a fluke, or are the Mustangs here to upend expectations and become perennial contenders? Let's peel back the layers, because there's more to this roster than meets the eye. At the heart of this resurgence is Boopie Miller, the steady hand guiding the team's offense. Returning after a season, leading the Mustangs in scoring, with 13.2 points per game, Miller demonstrated his value by starting in 28 games and logging almost 30 minutes per contest. He offered not only buckets, but also poise, providing the team with seasoned leadership, an asset every coach covets in tight matchups. Surrounding Miller, the 7'2" Samet Yigitoglu imposed his will as a dominant interior presence, adding 10 points, grabbing 6 rebounds, and protecting the rim with a team-best block tally. Then you have B.J. Edwards, a reliable facilitator who contributed 10 points a game, racked up 129 assists, second most on the squad, and started every single one of the 35 games he played. Each of these veterans brings familiarity with the system and delivers consistent, essential contributions, fueling the Mustangs' balanced, team-first strategy. Now, let's talk about the new faces, because this is where things might get controversial for fans and analysts alike. The Mustangs have been aggressive in bringing in top-tier transfers, aiming to fill the shoes of departed stars. Enter Corey Washington, a versatile 6'6" forward who started 33 games last season at Wichita State, posting 13.7 points and 7.5 rebounds per outing. His ability to impact both ends of the court gives SMU an instant upgrade. Next, there's Sam Walters, formerly a coveted top 100 high school prospect. Although injuries hampered his stint at Michigan, when healthy, his 6'8" frame and touch from the perimeter make him a headache for opponents. Should he return to form, Walters could be a difference maker. But don't sleep on Jaron Pierre Jr. either, the 2024 CUSA Player of the Year, who torched defenses for 21.6 points per game over 36 starts. Could Pierre Jr. eclipse Miller as the team's primary scorer? It's a debate bound to split the fanbase, one that's worth watching as the season unfolds. The intrigue doesn't end there. SMU's depth chart is stacked with emerging talent, many of whom carry a pedigree most programs envy. Nigel Walls, a 6'11" top 75 recruit, looks primed to develop into a cornerstone big. Down low, Jaden Toombs has shown he can dominate the paint. He may not be a household name yet, but don't be surprised if he earns major minutes with his gritty style. B.J. Davis-Ray, another tantalizing prospect at 6'7" and ranked in the top 100, offers firepower and size. While Billy White III, who fast-tracked his high school graduation, could make an instant splash as a top 50 recruit capable of stretching the floor. And then there's Jermaine O'Neal Jr., inheriting both length and basketball IQ from his famous father and itching to make his own mark in college hoops. With a blend of proven veterans and high-upside newcomers, this team may just have the right alchemy to shake up the ACC elite. Still, some experts question whether SMU's balanced roster can translate to championship hardware, or if it's too soon to crown them contenders. Is all this hype justified, or will cracks begin to show under the pressure of heightened expectations? One thing's for certain, SMU is no longer a program flying under the radar. As the season approaches, do you think the Mustangs are ready to crash the ACC's upper echelon, or do you suspect last year was an exception to the rule? We want your take. Does SMU have what it takes to go all the way, or are we buying too much into last year's success? Let's get the conversation started in the comments. Agree or disagree? This might just be the year the debate takes center stage.